Guatemala. You're about to cross something big off your bucket list. A grueling uphill hike takes you near the top of an active volcano.
You're right at the crater, Volcan Santiaguito, fifth most active volcano in the world.
You edge close, entranced by the raw potential of this geological powerhouse. You survey the wasteland of fractured lava rocks around the crater.
You can hear the static electricity. Static, you can hear my hands.
But then, you should never have gotten this close. But now you have to make a choice. What do you do to survive this volcanic eruption? Would you, A, continue to run downhill away from the volcano? B, crouch down and take cover behind a boulder? Or C, race uphill toward higher ground on a neighboring peak? You think you know the answer? You might be in for a surprise. After all, volcanoes are all about surprises.
Volcanoes can erupt without warning. Each volcano has a typical eruption cycle. Pretty much any of the big volcanoes could erupt at any time, but there would be warnings of anywhere from days to months to years that would let people know.
Seismic activity, changing temperatures, even slight deformations in the shape of the landscape can indicate a volcano is on the verge of erupting.
Volcano is a crack in the ground or an opening in the ground that molten rock can come out of, and gases and other materials, and it typically builds up a conical hill or mountain, which is an opening to what's going on beneath the surface. Many volcanic eruptions produce ash, so fragments of rock that go up into the atmosphere or into the stratosphere and spread far away from the volcano. If there's a lot of rain and the rain falls on fresh volcanic ash, it can turn the ash into mud. That mud can move down valleys very quickly, and it can be very damaging.
There are definitely long-term effects from a volcanic eruption. If the eruption is violent enough and strong enough, particles from the volcanic eruption, along with the gases, can get transported all the way up into the upper atmosphere until they cover the entire planet.
There are over 1,500 active volcanoes on Earth, and authorities estimate that they are responsible for over 260,000 deaths in the past 300 years.
There are some secondary disasters that result from a volcanic eruption. Landslides, mud flows, even wildfires can occur.
The hottest lavas are about 1900 degrees Fahrenheit. Some of the more explosive volcanoes have lava that comes out that's cooler, only 1200 degrees Fahrenheit. Still not something you want to get up close to.
And here you are. In 1902, this same volcano in western Guatemala took the lives of over 5,000 people in one terrible eruption. How would you survive this volcanic eruption? Let's face it, if this were a big eruption, you'd be history. But right now, your best bet is B. Crouch down and take cover behind something large and heavy.
Tourists generally are able to get warnings about volcanic eruptions, and only ones who are bold or stupid are the ones who tend to get in trouble.
The ongoing activity of this volcano should let you know to stay clear.
If an eruption starts, crouching down and hiding. In some cases, you might be lucky. If there is an explosion going on, sending rocks out, hot rocks very quickly. If you hide behind a bigger rock, that might be enough to protect you.
But the big surprise here is that in some circumstances, racing uphill should be your next move.
The thing about the things that come out of volcanoes is they're all controlled by gravity in one way or another. So the gases that come out, if they're heavier than air, they'll tend to concentrate in lower areas.
Of course, noxious and lethal gas isn't the only thing flowing downhill.
lava flows themselves pick a path that takes them the steepest way they can downhill. Then you can get some hot blocks coming right towards you, and those could burn you or cause other problems.
Oh my God.
So figuring out which way is downhill from where the volcanic products are coming and getting uphill from that is generally a good idea.
So if you could find a neighboring mountain or outcropping, running uphill might save your life. If you find yourself near an erupting volcano, crouch down, take cover, cover your mouth and nose, then head uphill away from lava flows and rock slides. But your first key to survival, don't tempt fate. Keep your distance from active volcanoes, and definitely don't do what these tourists did and walk up to the crater's edge.
Just erupting right in front of our faces. This is absolutely